Hey yo, hey yo. This should be fine for now. Give me just a second here. I gotta update some stuff. For that. Okay. Let's go full screen here. What am I missing here? Why wasn't it, how the hell? What the hell? Live settings, and why can I not go there? I think that should be a fine volume, potentially, maybe. Maybe they're just, yeah, they're around my volume. Let's get it slightly lower. Somewhere here. One minute to go. Let's fucking go. We'll see what exactly we'll have, because I'm really curious what they're gonna do with, like, all the stuff, you know? Fine, and especially the Fate Stay Night stuff. Just a second more here, and just 30 seconds more till that. Oh, shit, that's the wrong fucking, god damn it. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're starting with the trailer, yes. Welcome back. Is this the reboot of the Highverse? Okay. Behold the gods. Forest is the chief victory. Is it through the case? Oh.
最近エルシオンの景色がまぶたの裏をよぎるんだ。
最後の一人になったとしても再創生の偉業を成し遂げてください。
新世界は必ず訪れる。黎明を灯す。星々を燃やし尽くす。諸行をもたらそう。
Holy Grail War!
とあなたが私のマスターか。燃えたけ騎士の魂よ。暴風よ舞い上がれ。
もう少し手応えがある。
Where's the Excalibur? Come on, we need to get the Excalibur.
気を熟した。逃げ場はない。
あらゆる邪悪を打ち滅ぼせ。セイバー。
Let's try refreshing. Do we have 1080? No. Fucking Twitch, man.
して殺し合わせて勝者が全てを手に入れる。
行かなくちゃいけない背負わないといけないんだ
And bear this burden. Okay.
お任せを。
私見ました壊滅これにて完成
Synthesis form. Huh?
来世に暁を
What are you, my boy? What in the... Huh? Okay, I'm gonna need to rewatch that shit, that's for sure. We are grabbing this boy. Yeah. I'm rewatching that because with all the subtitles and bullshit, I just simply could not follow all of that. Okay, now I'm ready. I would imagine the trailer is done. Maybe I should switch to YouTube because, like, even with the pre-upload, this is still not enough. Sairob? Who is Sairob exactly? Whatever. How was he here? Come on. Just in time. We don't need you
Hey,
here.
Mr. Albert?
Hello.
Albert.
Woo! And whether or not you have a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
What the hell?
Welcome to the version 3.4 for The Sun is Set to Die special program. I'm your most beloved host, Albert.
Rebooting really does solve all problems. Now we can introduce ourselves. Hi, everyone. I'm Finan. I'm so happy to be on the special program.
Hello, everyone. I'm
Anaxagoras.
Anaxagoras.
Anaxagoras, right? Keep
Nice
forgetting.
to see all of you again. Did you miss me?
Well, of course we missed you. Well, dear guests, welcome to the show. I have been looking forward to this special program more than anything else. The way the story in the last version left off had my heart racing.
Yeah, exactly.
Burning sky. And the fall of dawn.
Everything is burning, everyone's
Akuma was
dying.
the last place under Kefali's protection. But now it has also sunk into Evernight.
All of our Chrysosaur companions did everything in their power to buy precious time for the Trailblazer and Finan, so they could return the very last core flame to the vortex of Genesis.
We already found out the truth. So what do a few sacrifices matter? Every
Exactly.
Chrysos heir was prepared for this.
They will be
You
a
just
god.
need to boldly take that last step toward the Era Nova.
But in the trailer just now, it seems like Finan is gonna go through a lot. I saw a few scenes that looked like flashbacks, and I think I even saw a different form of him.
I
The
think
truth
we are
about Boris
already
is about to
flashbacking.
reveal itself. I assume everyone can already tell that all that's happened in Amphoris is not as simple as it seems.
Indeed. For example, when we went to fight Aquila, we noticed that the Eye of Twilight seemed unusually high-tech.
Dude, he looks so much like
When the Dawn
Nanook.
device went out, many of the structures in Akuma and the Vortex of Genesis started showing strange textures. It was like the whole world was peeling off.
Because they were memories rather than
Why don't we
reality.
take a look back at our whole journey so far in Amphoris and lay out our suspicions and clues we have. First, at the
Oh, wait,
end of the
swarm of
3.3
nymphs.
story, the geniuses reveal that the source of Amphoris' tragedy is an Emperor's scepter that survived to this day.
It has something to do with that erudition god beyond the sky, doesn't it?
Erudition.
Even though I don't quite understand these principles, this breeding ground, which switched from following the path of erudition to the path of destruction, must be hiding secrets beyond Era Nova.
In addition,
In English?
that Tin Man Lygist is also pretty suspicious. He and
he's so
Finan had a pretty significant conversation in the vortex of Genesis.
And they
Actually, I was
saw a
already
certain
suspicious of
Cyrene.
him when he said he could fix the Express and send the Trailblazers back home. Well, the mask is coming off now.
Based on my interactions with him, Lygus doesn't seem to have any desire to oppose the Chrysosairs.
What are you doing here, huh?
Rather, he only wishes to quietly observe everything as it unfolds.
Could it be that everything that's happened so far is exactly what he wanted to see? That title, Theoros, does mean spectator. If we combine
There's
this
more of them.
information with what we know about the relationship between the Scepter and Paths, maybe Amphorius is being used as a chessboard by people from beyond this world, and Lygus is one of them.
Oh, you're exactly right. If the situation in the cosmos is like a game of chess, then Amphorius is a trap to set up the checkmate. But who knows? Maybe
whom?
the chess pieces themselves can overturn the board. The
Checkmate
hero's
for whom?
Aranova could affect the worlds beyond the sky, and the Trailblazers' choices may also determine the future of the universe.
But before the Aranova actually arrives, there's no way to tell what it will bring. The Trailblazers have already done so much for Amphorius. I don't want them to have to experience the unknown of Aranova.
As someone from beyond the sky, they already risked a lot by taking on a demigod's
Exactly.
divine authority. If something were to happen in the Aranova,
No, we can't let them stay. They have to listen to Finan and go home.
Well said. The Trailblazers won't betray the sincerity you've shown them. However, their fate will still be tied to that of Amphorius. They'll be returning to the battlefield with a very important mission.
On the other hand, I suspect many of our audience members, like me, have some questions about Finan. That Finan we saw
Big
in
questions.
the Vortex of Genesis at the end of the 3.3 story?
That wasn't
Why
fine.
was his name hidden?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that Finan isn't the one we're all familiar with.
Oh,
Multidimensional
I'll
fighting.
leave the specific details for everyone to
Multicyclical?
find out themselves in the game in version 3.4. I've actually got some other information to reveal to you.
Maybe the original fighting?
Kind of information.
Following the story's progress, as I've written, we'll receive a big update in this version. In these records that we've kept, you will be able to catch a glimpse of Amphorius' true nature.
before, as I've written, was like a storybook, keeping record of our friends' stories. Now, even its appearance has changed. It feels like something big is about to happen.
it looks like it's
Mem-
turned into some kind of database.
You can use this
Database,
system
database,
to unlock
living
even
in a
more of
database.
Amphorius' secrets.
Indeed.
That's right.
True.
Aside from the major updates too, as I've written, the long-awaited skip dialogue feature, which was previously announced, is finally going live in version
God damn it, dude.
3.4. Story dialogue can now be
Aye.
skipped by section, with plot summaries and the main characters that appeared in each
Stupid
section
people.
displayed along the way. Now you can choose the pace of storytelling based on your own preferences. In version 3.6, there'll also be a story
Why even play the
recap
game?
function.
Why play the game?
Stay tuned. But of course, as we move into version 3.4, we shall take the final step of the prophecy together and witness the truth and the fate of this world. And the myriad celestia that Mr. Shaoji hinted
They look
at
fucking
in the version
exactly the same.
3.2 preview is finally going live soon.
Oh, you mean what's happening beyond the sky? Is it also related to Amphorius and Aranova?
We'll have to keep it a secret for now. Meanwhile, we'll be releasing an animated short. This animated short
Finance
contains
child?
a very important part of the story in version 3.4. Can't
I would
spill too
imagine
much here,
Finance
but I
childhood.
can give you a little teaser.
And
This
Cyrene?
short will come with its own original theme song. So don't miss
They
it.
are
Awesome. Nice.
going all
Can't wait
out
to
on this
dive
shit,
into
huh?
the new story already.
Next, why don't we turn our attention to our good friend Viden and take a look at his story together.
Raiden? Oh, Finan. I saw Raiden? Raiden? Man, what? Wait, is he flying? My boy, are you flying? What the hell? Not bad, not bad. Oh, dude, that is destruction beyond belief. What the hell? Huh? I mean, I get that he's the deliverer, but what the... A whole ass planet. He throws a planet.
What in the world happened to Finan to make him change this much?
This is nothing like the warm, sunny person we all know.
Yeah, no shit.
Now he seems strange and formidable.
Oh, could you elaborate?
What
I
in
remember
the...
when our buddy first showed up in Amphorius. Finan was one of the first Chrysos heirs to genuinely welcome them. And when danger came knocking, he always had our backs.
But behind that kindness and reliability, Finan carries the expectations of many. He is the deliverer chosen by the prophecy,
Deliverer.
and Aglaya's
World bearer.
hand-picked successor of the Flame Chase journey. Aglaya even used her own death to set him up for success by making the Council of Elders the focus of criticism and allowing Finan to step up and rally the people.
Yeah, all of us have high hopes for him.
Finan's just sitting
Some
there
even
like,
call him
yeah,
the
that's me,
deliverer
that's
of
me.
Amphorius. Even Cypher, who barely ever showed her face, used to call him Little Deliverer Boy.
It's as if everyone just assumes that he'll be a savior.
Now I'm curious. What was Finan like before he joined the Flame Chase journey? Was he one of those perfect kids everyone got compared to?
Before the Flame
That's
Chase
the
journey,
trailer, the animation
guess
trailer.
we've got to go back to my hometown, Ides Elysiae. It was a small, remote village. Nothing flashy, but far away from the chaos.
Ooh, sounds like a real peaceful place.
That looks really nice though,
It
yeah.
was. And even though the village was small, everyone got along really well. There were also beautiful rivers and mountains, and even a forest. That forest was home to all kinds of little fairies. When I was little, I'd go
Fairies?
exploring the woods and visit those cute fairies. When I wasn't exploring, I'd go play with my friends by the sea. We pretended to be heroes from the old stories and practiced our, swordsmanship.
This
When
is
we got
very
tired, we went to lie down
Mediterranean.
in the wheat fields until we got called home for dinner.
Even more so than
strife,
Amphorius
no
itself.
invaders or any of that deliverance crisis stuff? Seems like a complete paradise.
The
Who's
wheat
that
fields
lady?
look gorgeous too. Lying there surrounded by golden waves of wheat, with the breeze carrying that sweet malted scent. Oh, just the thought of it is enough to get me excited.
And guess what? You won't have to imagine for long. In version 3.4, we get
obviously.
to explore Ides Elysiae alongside the Trailblazer. Learn about Finan's past, how he became a warrior, joined the Flame Chase, and grew into the person he is today.
And then we'll see it destroyed
wait.
by himself.
From a carefree little kid to the deliverer carrying everyone's hopes. You've really come a long way.
These days, Finan just gives off this heaviness. Like he'd still press on no matter how exhausted, just to live up to everyone's expectations.
Amphorius needed a hero, so he became one. The Chrysos heirs needed hope and a leader, so that's who he became. Looking back at the main art for this version, even though Finan's face is still the same,
Is
his
it
whole
though?
vibe is shifted.
Is
His
it
gaze
the
is
same?
now sharp and commanding, completely different from before. Now we're just one step away from the Era Nova that the prophecy foretold. The deepest truths of Amphorius are about to come to light. What trials lie ahead, and what choices will Finan make?
A hero's journey is never easy. But
Yeah,
if the will in your
sure.
heart is strong enough, no fire can burn you out. If anything, every trial is just a forge for an even brighter soul. I am more than ready.
Well said. Then let's let everyone experience it all themselves in version 3.4. Now let's take a look at how Finan performs in battle.
Ah, right, yeah.
You got it.
Forgot that
I'll
we
first
go
show
through
up
this
in
as
the
well.
familiar form everyone knows. When using my skill, I'll deal damage to one designated
Khadish.
enemy and adjacent targets. The use of my skill also grants me core flames. Once I've collected enough of them, I can activate my ultimate.
Wait,
Sounds
So
a lot
core
like
flames only come
Reaver.
from using your skill?
Not at all. Finan can
You know,
also
the
gain
Flame
core
Reaver
flames
also
when he's
wanted
selected
core
as a
flames.
target by a teammate or enemy ability. If he is the target of a teammate's ability, Finan will deal even more damage.
When I use my ultimate, I'll create a territory and transform.
After transforming, Finan powers up massively. Teammates temporarily retreat
What
and
the
can't take
fuck?
action, while he faces the enemy head-on with newfound strength.
All alone?
Jesus,
That
man.
sounds way too risky.
No worries. All the talents and buffs from Finan's teammates still stay active to provide him with much-needed support.
Huh?
After using the core flames to transform, I have access to the powers of 3 kinds of titans: Creation, Calamity, and Foundation, each with a brand new ability.
Care to elaborate on that?
Tapping into the power of the Creation Titans, I can deal damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets.
So
Calling upon
Hunt?
the power of the Calamity Titans, I'll enter a special state called Soul Scorch. In this state, I'll force
buff?
all enemies to immediately take action, during which I receive reduced damage, and each hit I take builds up the Soul Scorch
Destruction,
stack.
yeah. That's
Once
destruction.
all enemies have taken action, I retaliate, dealing damage to all enemies and then unleashing multiple instances of damage on one random enemy.
Heads up. The more soul
Power
scorch stacks
creep?
he's
Never
got,
heard of it.
the
You know,
stronger that counterattack hits.
Using these 2 abilities also grants me an exclusive charge called Scourge, which fuels my 3rd ability. With the power of the Foundation Titans, I dispel all debuffs on myself, then use Scourge Charge to deal bounce damage. If I've maxed out the
Bounce
consumable
damage?
Scourge Charge, I also slam all enemies with extra damage.
Once all his actions have been used up, Finan will unleash one final blow, hitting all enemies before removing the territory. Finan's technique
they
is pretty
preparing us
unique
for
too. Upon
eons
casting it, Finan
as
instantly
playable
strikes all
characters?
enemies in a certain radius. If they're normal enemies, they're immediately wiped out without even triggering a
Fucking
battle.
Raiden got power
All
crept?
enemies?
Now
That's
AoE
nuts.
destruction?
Of course,
Or removal,
power
not
comes
destruction?
with a cost. This technique consumes 2 technique points.
Who the
If
fuck
the technique
cares?
misses, it won't cost any points. Plus, when Finan's in the
He has
team,
8
the technique
points
point
now.
cap goes up by 3.
When I use my technique to enter combat, I'll also regenerate energy for my teammates. In addition, at the start of each wave, I'll deal damage to all enemies and gain Scourge.
Oh, I see.
All right. Now that we've wrapped up Finan's combat abilities,
Jesus
it's time to bring
fucking
you some
Christ.
updates on a few familiar faces. In version 3.4, Silverwolf, Blade, Kafka,
Yeah, they
and Xing
become
Liu
strong.
are
Who
all
cares that
getting
they are
some
stronger? Did
serious
you see
enhancements.
that right now?
Go!
Stronger who?
Mr.
How?
Albert, please do tell us what's changing.
Who in the hell will be
Let's
stronger
start
than
with
him?
Silverwolf.
You
After
can
the
solo
optimization,
freaking the
her
entire
ultimate
game with
now
him,
lowers
most
the
likely.
defense of all enemies instead of just one.
Oh,
Jesus
so it's
Christ.
AoE now, not single target.
Exactly. Meanwhile, she'll prioritize adding a weakness that matches the type of the first character in your lineup. On top of that, Silverwolf will regenerate extra energy at the start of combat and the beginning of each turn.
Oh, that makes it a lot easier to apply the weakness we actually want.
Next up, Kafka.
Kafka.
After the
Mommy,
buffs,
come back.
Kafka's skill
Those
will
thighs,
trigger
man.
more DOT on enemies. And whenever a teammate hits an enemy target with any kind of attack, Kafka will launch a follow-up attack. After unlocking certain traces, the follow-up attack can also trigger extra DOT on the enemy. And using her ultimate recovers the number of times the follow-up attack can be triggered.
So basically, Kafka's got more frequent follow-up attacks, better efficiency applying debuffs, and an overall boost to DOT output.
Yeah, for sure.
And now for Blade. After the update,
Sadly,
he
I
will
don't
deal
have him.
damage to enemies based on his max HP. When Blade enters the Hellscape state, he is more likely to be attacked, and his follow-up attacks will regenerate extra energy.
Sounds like Blade can trigger more follow-ups and use his ultimate more often, meaning his total damage
Make
output's
him
gonna
immortal
spike.
like Mighty.
Good observation. A change
They are
will
the
happen to
same
Jing Liu as
immortal
well.
people.
Now she'll deal damage to enemies based on her max HP. Each time a teammate loses HP, Jing Liu stacks extra crit damage. After she enters the spectral transmigration state, she'll also gain a stack of syzygy. That means the special transmigration state lasts longer, and her overall damage output climbs even higher accordingly.
Our old friends sure are getting some solid upgrades. But with all these ability reworks, won't their Eidolons be affected?
Oh, don't worry, Professor Anaxa. Some of our old friends' Eidolons will be tweaked to better match the revamped kits, making sure everything stays in sync.
But what if someone wants to stick with their previous version of their abilities?
That won't be a problem. You can switch between our friends'
it's
ability
optional.
modes freely, so choose whichever version you like best. For more details, be sure to keep an eye out for official announcements.
Sounds good.
Aside from the ability reworks, one more old friend of ours is getting something new this time around.
Oh, who is it?
In
Outfits?
version 3.4, Firefly's brand new outfit, Spring Missive, is making its debut.
Hey. It only took them, what, like almost 3
Ooh,
years?
Let's take a look at the video clip first.
I see. They are going like completely full with the "It's your girlfriend." No, it's school girlfriend.
With
Cute.
her school
I don't have
uniform
her. I
on,
don't care.
Firefly looks more youthful than ever.
There's
And
only
that
Kafka for me.
firefly-shaped brooch on her chest. You can tell she put a lot of thought into picking it out.
Maybe she even asked for fashion advice from her fellow Stellaron hunters.
Well, Miss Kafka does have an eye for style.
Oh yeah, she
Lisa
does.
talked a lot about it behind the scenes.
Even her mech's had a makeover. You think she spruces it up during downtime to match her outfit changes?
Oh, totally possible. If I had a mech, I'd also probably coordinate it with my outfit. New theme, new colors. The whole look has to be consistent. You'll be able to grab Firefly's new look from the contract shop using Oniric Shards. And again, please stay tuned for further details and future official announcements. Next, let's take a look at this version's banners. In version 3.4,
I have all those girlies at
Trailblazers can acquire
E6,
the limited
goddammit.
5-star character Finan and the limited 5-star Lycon.
Cyrene
thus
Lycon,
Burns
though.
the
Ooh,
Dawn
that's
will
interesting.
Have a boosted drop rate. Also, a brand new
There we
4-star
go.
Lycon for the Path of
Remembrance as well.
Remembrance. The story's next page is being added
She
to
looks
the
beautiful.
first half banner. At the same time, we'll also
Tribby.
kick off a special warp event. The limited 5-star characters.
Ooh.
Treby, Sunday,
Full
and
buffs
Sparkle are
for most
coming back.
likely Finan,
Plus,
right? They want us to
5-star
pull so
Lycons,
much.
Time where a flower, a
Jesus.
grounded ascent, and earthly escapade will return as well. In the second half of version 3.4, we've got another round
No,
of special
Firefly with
events.
the
Limited 5-star characters,
skin, of course,
Firefly, Jingliu, and Blade will
And
be
on the
back
buffs
along
too.
with the limited 5-star
Damn, they
Lycons.
are
We're about to dream
hungry,
rest.
huh? They do
I
not
shall
have
be
enough
my
money.
own sword and the unreachable side.
Mm-hmm. Two of our newly buffed old friends are making a comeback in this version.
What about Kafka,
Kafka
though?
and Silverwolf?
Hey,
Here's a
ma'am.
sneak peek.
Hey,
Limited
I see.
5-star characters, Kafka and Silver Wolf, will be back in version 3.5. And the limited
Nice.
5-star Lycons, Patience is All You Need, and Incessant Rain will rerun as well.
Nice!
Also, 8 new 4-star Lycons will be added to the
8?
Nameless Honor Rewards in version 3.4.
Those look
I
great,
see
though.
quite a few
Those
familiar
look
faces
very
on the light
good.
cones. There are a few mini versions of Chrysos Air.
Listen, no.
Looks like Finan
The
really
fat
does
fuck that-
enjoy spending his days in the wheat fields.
Nature's mattress. Can't beat that level of
Ashakawa.
comfort.
Fuck, shit.
Sure.
What was his name?
All
Kakashiwa.
right,
Kakashiwa.
let's take a quick break. There's still more version 3.4 content coming. Your
Dude,
way.
those look freaking great, though. Just purely, even visually. So let's get you here. We will do that later. Okay, but seriously though, what in the absolute power creep, Batman? Didn't I tell you to fucking disappear into the sea of butterflies, illusions of the past? Come on. It's straight up unreasonable how freaking broken that shit is. Broken that. Shut the hell up. Edit video. Let me. Why is it not like it how it was before? What is going on? I need to go here and here. Yes. But no, that's the other stream. Freaking YouTube, man. I don't even fucking know.
Welcome back! Let's take a look at the events in this version. A piece of good news comes from Penacony at the other end of the cosmos. Origami Bird Clash is about to return in version 3.4.
This?
Oh, is that the cute Match 3 game?
That's right! The International Peace Corporation has
There we
officially
go.
sponsored Origami
Let's go,
Bird
Origami
Clash,
Bird Clash.
and hopes to promote this arcade game full of Penaconian flavor throughout the whole cosmos. And the first step to starting that grand venture will be to open up the original shop arcade on the Trailblazers
More
Radiant
management?
Farm.
There
Yeah, more management,
needs to be some new
gameplay.
game modes for the
I do
game
like
to
that.
make a name for
I do like that.
itself, right?
Of course. This time, the two players will take turns acting on the same field, and every player has a set number of moves. You can eliminate 4 or more fruits to form
Or maybe
bombs
not
and
new
obtain
management. I
extra
thought we
moves.
would manage this
You
shit
can
as
also
well.
get extra moves when you swap
just
2
play.
super bombs to trigger a combo elimination.
Oh no! I see obstacles popping up on the field. How are we supposed to deal with those?
Not to worry. In this version of the Origami Bird Clash, there will be lots of new items that can help you in battle. For example, Shattering Hammer can eliminate any individual fruit or obstacle. Spicy Bomb can turn a fruit into a bomb, and Reset Cube can reset all fruits on the field. Leveling up items will
That's
also
an
make them
interesting
more
mechanic.
powerful.
Cool,
As
cool,
long as
cool.
you pick the right item at the right time.
I did
you
like
can turn the
Bejeweled back
tide
in
and
the day.
deliver a powerful blow to your
That
opponent.
was like, what, almost 20 years
There
ago?
are plenty
Slightly
of
less.
familiar faces among our opponents this time.
Amogus.
That's right. Trailblazers can still battle against many old friends in this event. In addition to participating in story challenges,
Chi-chi.
Trailblazers
Alright,
can
Chi-chi.
also do open
Chi-chi.
challenges with friends from across the universe.
Shit.
This multiplayer mode won't end with version 3.4 either. Origami Bird Clash will
Permanent?
replace the Seal Slammers multiplayer mode and become the new long-term co-op game mode.
Oh,
We're
okay,
done
so
slamming
slammers go
seals.
away. Now
it's
this.
time for slamming paper birds.
Interesting decision to have
Let
it
us
like that.
continue with more
Okay.
version content. Our old friend Gift of Odyssey
Classic, yes.
returns as usual in version
I don't believe I will have
3.4.
enough to ensure
The Planar
final.
Fissure
We'll see.
and Realm of the Strange events will also return. Complete the challenges to get double rewards.
Yep.
Cool.
In version 3.4, Stagnant Shadow,
New
Shape
stuff.
of Cinders, will also come
That is
online.
destruction coded
And you
as
can
hell.
obtain the Ascension material,
Obviously.
Charred Bud of Twilight, for wind characters upon completing the challenge.
At the same
A
time,
wind
the
character.
planar ornaments, Arcadia of Woven Dreams, and Revelry
Ma'am.
by the Sea will also
Mem
come
just
online.
chilling. Is Mem one of the
Trailblazers can obtain
fairies
them
in the
Divergent
forest?
universe.
Ah, why did my seat collapse?
In addition, I'd like to share with you some information about a few events outside the game.
Great
First,
Stay Night?
the
Not yet.
annual Hoyo
Hoyo
Fest
Fest,
Off-White exhibition will begin
Pretty.
in July. This year's event venues
July.
have been completely upgraded, and the events will be held in core cities in 6 Southeast Asian countries.
That's right. We've also prepared a lot of event missions and new merchandise. Please follow our official channels for details
Merchandise.
about the events and tickets.
In addition, Honkai Star Rail will be joining
Anime
Anime
Expo,
Expo,
yep,
this
of course.
July. Come visit the Star Rail booth and claim free limited gifts.
A special panel for Honkai Star Rail will also be held at Anime Expo, featuring
Wait,
several
Trash Taste, hey.
special guests.
Good for them.
Please keep an eye out for more info and official announcements. See you at Anime Expo.
Well, thank you all for your kind introductions. Let me see. We're almost out of time. We'll move it on to our next show in just a sec.
You
Yeah.
seem mighty busy,
The
Owlbart.
Fate Stay Night
I
Show.
am a professional super host.
And I will be staying for the night. Ooh,
Thanks, Albert.
he's getting summoned.
Hey,
Let's go.
What's going on? It's not my time yet. Ah!
Is he one of the hero of the ages?
Whether or not your world has the concept of a holy grail, welcome to the live stage of the Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works collab special program.
Yeah, let's
long
go.
time no see, everyone. I'm Aventurine from the Interastral Peace Corporation.
Howdy, Galaxy
Howdy.
Ranger Boot Hill.
Bohel.
At your service.
Welcome, both of you. I, Albert, have apparently been summoned by the Holy Grail to be this show's host today.
Albert, could your class be speaker?
Son of a gun.
Son of a gun.
Maybe you two can call me presenter instead. That sounds nicer.
Well, presenter doesn't sound half bad. In that case, why don't you present the situation to our audience? Explain what you meant by summoned
Grail?
by the Holy Grail and why we've arrived at Penacony.
Well, the cosmos is full of surprises. Soon after the ripples of the Charmony Festival had calmed, the Trailblazer received a secret invitation from Old Odie, head of the Alfalfa family. It turns out
So are we
that the old
traveling
Jen is
back in
planning
time?
a brand new entertainment spectacle called Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War.
Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War. Sounds like a Holy Grail War is taking place in the Sweet Dream.
That's right, but I have no idea where Old Odie
Are you
got his Holy
Paimon
Grail from.
repeating everything
Let me
10
give
times?
a brief explanation of everything here. It's said that the Holy Grail is a wish-granting chalice that can manifest any miracle. And the Holy Grail War is a magecraft ritual for obtaining that power. As long as you win in the brutal contest of the Holy Grail War, the Grail can fulfill your wishes.
That daggum Wubba Boot Charmony Festival has only just concluded.
Wubba
And they're
Boot.
putting on a new show already.
Hey, don't forget that Penacony prides itself on being a holiday resort. How are they going to attract tourists if they don't have any events? Besides, didn't the last Charmony Festival have a little accident? I mean, that probably wasn't great for Penacone's image.
just a tiny little
The
accident.
family's definitely
Nothing
gonna want
special.
to find another opportunity to generate some buzz.
Well, I heard that old Odie hopes to make the Penacony and Holy Grail War into a new show that rivals the Charmony Festival, therefore returning Penacony to the cosmic limelight.
With dreams as the gimmick, the show is sure to attract a lot of money and a lot of dream chasers. I bet old Odie is thinking of the same thing.
This Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War program will be conducted in Penacony. The 7 invited participants will summon famous historical figures to fight alongside them as their servants. And the
I'm
final
curious
winner
who's
will
gonna be
receive the
the other
precious
participants,
opportunity
you know?
to make their wish
We have
come true.
Archer and Saber,
Chance to
but
make any
who
wish
else?
and any miracle come true. Well, that's definitely a nice gimmick. But, as we all know, people die if they're killed. Bullets
Yeah,
don't
of course they'd
discriminate.
go there.
So,
Of
someone
course
gets
they'd
caught
go
in the
there.
crossfire.
Rest assured, everyone,
die if they're
the
killed.
Sweet Dreams and the Holy
God
Grail
damn.
War production crew hereby swear that no one's life will be in danger in the dream. Everyone can participate and watch in peace.
All right. Well, since it's you, Owlbird, I'll believe it for now. So, who's participating?
To start off, the owner
that's
of the
more than
Radio
seven.
Feldspar,
Oh, of course, us, yes.
shareholder of Penacony superstar of the Soul Glad festivity, our dear Trailblazer will be participating.
No shit.
So, the Trailblazer will be taking part in another adventure.
That's right. In addition, Miss Robin will also be a part of this war.
I'm
Well, as
sure
another
Nina is going
Penaconian
insane.
shareholder, the Interastral Peace
Aventuring, of
Corporation's
course.
Strategic Investment Department sent me as their representative in the war.
The Galaxy Ranger Boot Hill will also
Booty Hill?
participate in this Holy Grail War.
Actually, I was just wondering, why is a criminal wanted by the IPC participating in this?
Micah got an invitation too, but he has no time for this. I can't turn a blind eye when someone's in a tight spot, so helping out was the least I could do.
Looks like Mr. Boot Hill really has formed deep bonds with folks in Dreamflux Reef.
Well, apart from those we've mentioned, are there any other special participants that we've been looking forward to in this Holy Grail War?
Yes, Archer,
Of
Saber.
course.
Come on, let's go.
Apart from local Penaconian heroic spirits, 3 very well-known heroic spirits
3?
will also arrive by the Grail Summon and participate in this Holy
Someone
Grail War.
unplayable?
They are
We're not 2.
respectively Saber, Archer, and Lancer.
That's what I'm talking about.
Where's
I
the
wonder
picture,
which
you
heroic
piece of
spirit
shit?
will end up accepting
Lancer?
a contract with the Trailblazer.
Now, see? This is how you attract
Will he
attention.
be the boss?
Now we're gonna get tons of views.
Or something?
That's why you pay big bucks to get the big names. As to what stories will unfold in this Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War,
Who the fuck is
and
Lancer?
who will forge a contract with who? Trailblazers will have to find out in the game. Here's a reminder that the Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works collaboration Trailblaze Continuance, Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail will officially start on July 11th. So keep an eye out for it. Now let's learn more
10
about
days into the
Saber
patch,
and
give or
Archer,
take?
our two heroic spirits from another world.
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
Saber!
Saber's dress seems a little different from usual now that she's arrived in Penacony.
Well, this is the planet of festivities after all.
Wait.
You gotta dress up for the occasion.
No
Exactly
English
right.
voice
The
artist?
King of Night's new outfit was personally designed by Mr.
Huh?
Takashi Takeuchi. It retains her iconic blue and white colors.
And her iconic ahoge.
That's right. It retains the
Wind
nobility
destruction.
of a king, and also emphasizes utility for a warrior.
So this is why the
lines
trailer
along her
was in
shoulders and her
Japanese?
cloak are straightforward, but the design of her skirt is quite reminiscent of timeless British fashion. As for how she looks in the game, well,
Cute as hell. That's how she looks.
いつでも出陣できます。
Dude, no English on a collab is crazy. It's straight up insane. Excalibur! There we go. There it is. Boom. Yeah, wind destruction, that's for her.
Butter my fudge and call me a biscuit. That Excalibur truly shows her strength as a king.
Oh,
Yes, it
talk
does.
about fancy visuals.
And how come the King of Knights is always stuffing her face? Even in Penacony.
Oh, looks like Penaconian food is very much to her liking.
that's right. You can't fight on an empty stomach. Now, let's see how the King of Knights performs in battle.
Saber
I
is
bet
a
she
wind
performs
character
beautifully.
following the path of destruction. Saber will gain a certain amount of core resonance when she enters battle. If she uses her technique in the overworld, Saber will obtain combat buffs and also more core resonances
The King
after
of
entering
Knights.
battle. When she uses her basic attack, she can deal damage to a single enemy.
The King of Knights is cautious as ever in this new world. I see she's still hiding her weapon's appearance and true name.
When she uses her skill, Saber will deal damage to
Yeah,
one designated
hiding
enemy
full name,
and its
especially when
adjacent
she's yelling,
targets.
Excalibur!
If Saber has enough core resonance at that time, she'll consume core resonance to regenerate massive amounts of energy for herself and increase her skill's damage.
Ah. In other words, you need to accumulate as much core resonance as possible to increase the damage Saber deals.
Exactly.
Are there any other ways to obtain core resonance?
Yes, there are. Whenever any ally uses their ultimate, Saber obtains core resonance and increases her own damage dealt.
Behold, the King of Knights has dispelled invisible air, barrier of the Wind King around her sword, releasing high-pressure air in the blink of an eye to form Strike Air, Hammer of the Wind King, dealing a devastating blow to the enemy. When using her ultimate, Saber will deal damage to all enemies and turn her basic attack
Excalibur.
into enhanced basic attack. Her enhanced basic attack can damage all enemies and provide Saber with a
Golden
certain
Scepter?
amount of core resonance. Also,
Scepter?
during battle, if the sum of Saber's energy and the energy she can regenerate via consuming core resonance exceeds the amount of energy she needs to use her ultimate, Saber will immediately take action.
Ah. So if you replenish core resonance in as many ways as possible, you can use Excalibur more frequently.
That's right. Not only does this sword bear the King of Knights past, present, and future, but it also represents the noble ideal that was held in the hearts of the countless soldiers who once followed her in battle. Whew. All right, that concludes Saber's introduction. Now
Archer.
we'll move on
Let's
to
go.
our next otherworldly heroic spirit, Archer.
Oh, seems like Archer
Unlimited
cares
blade
about this
works.
Holy Grail War very much. He put on a new outfit, too.
He even changed where his accessories go. Those decorations he had on his chest are now on his shoulders.
Why does this kind of look like finance
Archer's new
sword
outfit was also
thingy in the
personally
back?
designed by Mr. Takashi Takeuchi. It has the classic red and black look. The sharp contrasts, reminiscent of a blazing fire in the deep night,
Quantum
imbued
Hunt.
with a dangerous allure. The combination of the
poor
long
Zeely.
trench coat with skin-tight combat gear emphasizes his lean figure and is the perfect fusion
And he's
of
free as well,
attractiveness
so
and
poor Zeely.
strength.
You got
Completely.
that right. Director, show
And she
us the
hasn't
game
been
footage
buffed
already.
either. She's like one of the oldest characters. I mean, she's the oldest character. Here has our bat. Alright, his specialty is ability to like wield any weapon, if I remember, right? Like Archer is, yeah, but he can like that was nice. That was nice. I am the one of my sword. That was cool.
So that's Unlimited Blade Works? Oh, quite impressive indeed. After all, Archer is a seasoned veteran of war.
I am the bone of my sword. That sentence sure brings back a lot of memories.
Oh yes, it does.
I agree.
Well then, let's take a look at Archer's combat performance in detail.
Okay, Archer is a quantum character following the path of the hunt. When he
Seely.
uses his basic attack, Archer can deal
Control
damage to
and
one designated enemy.
An archer in close combat. That's pretty gutsy, I'll give him that.
That's right. But Archer hasn't exactly slacked off on his marksmanship training since coming to Penacony. When using his skill, Archer will consume 2 skill points to enter the circuit connection state,
2 skill
dealing
points.
damage to one designated enemy. While in the circuit connection state, Archer's turn will not end after he uses his skill,
Oh,
and he can
that's why.
continue to use his skill until he runs out of skill points.
Heads up. The more times you use his skill
Huh?
consecutively, the more damage Archer deals to enemies. After all, everyone knows that a
So,
dual-wielding fighter who
that's
can't
how
use
they
their
are
noble
selling,
phantasm isn't a good archer.
Sparkle again.
When using
I
his
see.
ultimate, Archer will recite the classic chant to activate
Jeez.
Unlimited Blade Wax, dealing damage to one enemy.
Apart from damaging the enemy, Archer's ultimate also grants him special charge. After any of his teammates' attacks, Archer will consume special charge to use a follow-up attack against the enemy targets,
And
while
a
also
follow-up
recovering
attacker?
1 skill point for the team.
Oh, in that case, there's no need to worry about running out of skill points again.
He just couldn't help himself and had to use his favorite twin blades.
When he uses his technique to enter battle, Archer will deal damage to all enemies and obtain special charge.
And that's a wrap on Archer's introduction. Now,
Lancer?
I have big news for everyone.
Yeah,
When the
he's
collab
free,
event
yeah.
starts on July 11th and until the end of version 3.6, Trailblazers can log into the game to claim the
3
limited
full
5-star collab
End of
character
3.6. Yeah,
Archer
3
for
full
free.
banners. I mean, 3 full patches.
Awesome!
Goddamn.
We hope that, under Archer's protection, every adventure that the Trailblazers embark on will cleave open the dark clouds and become a saga sung throughout the cosmos. We also hope that your encounter, or for some of you, a reunion, with the servants across this vast universe will bring you all wonderful memories in the days to come.
How about that? The free new limited 5-star character mentioned during the anniversary celebration is finally here as promised.
Actually, there's even more! Later this year, Trailblazers will get another brand new limited 5-star character totally for free!
Lancer.
Awesome!
Freelancer as well.
Let's keep our
Goddamn.
eyes on the present for now. I'm not quite done
Goddamn.
yet. Besides claiming Archer for free, Trailblazers can also directly obtain a set amount of character enhancement materials for Archer.
Wow, how
that's-
thoughtful.
Cute and all, whoever,
Yeah.
whatever.
Now, this version's got a lot of characters to level up after
Freelancer
all.
though, that,
All right,
I'm
now let's
interested
check
in
out
that.
the banner details. Once the collab starts on July 11th, Trailblazers can use Star Rail special passes in the
Ooh,
character
and literally
collaboration
no one
warps,
else.
Excalibur,
You just
Excelsior,
pull for them?
and the Bone of My Sword to obtain the limited 5-star characters
That is
Saber
cool.
and Archer respectively. In the Light Cone collaboration warp, Trailblazers can get the limited 5-star Light Cone, a thankless coronation from Birth of a King.
Do
and
they
the
have
limited 5-star Light Cone,
Eidolons?
the Hell Where Ideals Burn.
I would
from
imagine they
Red Radiance
do,
of
right?
Ryuki. In addition, Pity counts are shared between the character collaboration warp banners and also separately shared between the Light Cone collaboration banners, but neither carries over to other types of warps.
Okay.
It's worth mentioning here that the character and Light Cone collab banners will stay open long-term after the event starts.
Does
So we can
long-term
still
mean
fail.
even after versions 3.4 or
Okay.
3.6 wrap up, you can still pull Saber, Archer, and the limited 5-star Lycones?
Exactly. These collab banners will run across multiple versions with no fixed end date yet.
Oh, nice!
I mean, okay,
And
that is
here's
interesting.
one more piece of news for you all.
You can
Throughout
lose
the
to them.
entire
That's
duration
nice.
of version 3.4, using Star Rail special passes for your warps will bring some special limited time discounts. After the collab event starts, when Trailblazers spend a designated number of Star Rail special passes, they can directly obtain the limited 5-star Light Cone, the hell where ideals burn.
200
Throughout all of
pulls?
version 3.4? In other words, after the 3.4 update and before the collab event starts, any Star Rail special passes used in the banners for Finan or other rerun characters will still count toward the total, right?
Yep,
Dude,
that's
they are
correct.
greedy.
Yeah!
And now,
Holy
as the collab
shit.
kicks off, the voice actors for Saber and Archer have some things they'd like to say to all of us. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll be back to hear their special messages.
I think that is the greediest I've
これ
seen
からマ
them.
スターになる開拓者の皆さん、こんばんは。セーバー役のカスメ役です。
Saber.
崩壊スターレールとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレードワークスのコラボが間もなく開催ということで、私もとてもワクワクしています。この2つの作品にはどこか似ているものがあるなと感じました。
Yeah, they
剣
do.
を手に運命と立ち向かうセーバーの姿は厳しい冒険の中でも前へと進み続ける開拓者の姿と似ているのではないかなと思いました。収録中はフェイトとスターレールの世界観が混ざり合い新たな魅力が生まれていくのを感じました。あまり多くは話せないのですが、セーバーがスターレールの世界でどのように信念と理想を貫いていくのか、ぜひお楽しみください。このコラボがたくさんの皆さんに楽しんでいただけたら嬉しいです。星々と聖杯が交わる旅の中で、あなただけの熱い思いとロマンに出会えますように。それでは最後に、開拓者よ、あなたが私のマスターか。
I fucking love
これから
Japanese
マス
VAs,
ターにな
goddamn.
る開拓者の皆さん、こんばんは。フェイトステイナイトでアーチャーを担当しております声優の諏訪部純一です。崩壊スターレイルとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレードワークスのコラボが間もなく開催となります。赤い九兵はあまたの世界を旅してきましたが、ピノコニで繰り広げられる聖杯戦争は彼にとってこれまでとは全く違うものになるのではないでしょうか。崩壊スターレイルの世界でアーチャーが戦う姿が見られるのが本当に楽しみです。おなじみのキャラクターたちが未知の銀河で自分をどのように再定義していくのか、その行方をぜひ見届けてください。収録の際にアーチャーの戦闘シーン見せていただいたんですが、アンリミテッドブレードワークスの演出がとってもかっこよかったです。いや、気に入りました。素晴らしかったです。今回のコラボ企画の中でもアーチャーのかっこよさ存分にお楽しみいただけると思いますので、絶対にプレイしてくださいね。これはまた
Hell yeah.
とんでもないマスターに引き当てられたものだ。
とんでもないマスター。
Alright! Big thanks to our voice actors for those thoughtful messages. With the Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works collab about to launch, we want to take this opportunity on the program to sincerely thank all our partners in this collaboration. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to Mr. Kinoko Natsu and Mr. Takashi Takeuchi for their unwavering support from the earliest planning stages to the final implementation. And thank you
Yeah, I
to
would
the
imagine that
Animation
took a
Production
long
Committee
while.
and everyone else
They
involved
announced this,
for all their
like,
hard work on this
Almost
collab.
2 years ago?
Y'all are much appreciated.
At least
Honestly,
year and a
it's
half, I
only
believe.
with this kind of dedication
So
that we can
crazy.
bring you all the ultimate joy!
Yeah, I think it
In
was
order
like
to showcase
December
the Holy Grail
23rd
War
or
from
something
multiple
like that.
angles and levels, the organizers say that they've also prepared another combat-filled program, Fate Stay Night. It was a night with no wind and no moon under the cool breeze of Penacony. The Trailblazer met the red-haired Lancer destined to cross their path. He stepped forward,
Lancer?
raising his spear and uttered that iconic line.
The goddess of beauty is the most
this
peerless
Lancer.
beauty of them all.
Ah, so it's that red-haired Lancer.
You got it.
You
After the sweet dreams of the Holy
motherfuckers.
Grail War tournament,
You
the genius
motherfuckers.
Skullum made some modifications to the Holy Grail. Now, the Grail can load the simulated data of past striders through the user's memories. So in Fate Stay Night, Trailblazers will face off against many familiar and old friends in intense V1 battles.
What
Each
the-
contestant
Huh?
starts with unique skills and a set amount of health. Losing a round means losing health. And when your health hits 0, you're out.
Is there a smart way to beat your opponents?
At the start of the game, Trailblazers get some free pieces, each with different classes that grant different buffs. You can merge identical pieces to upgrade them. The higher the piece's rarity, the stronger the buff. Pieces of the same class have bonds between
Kinda
them
like
too.
an auto
Collect enough
battler?
pieces of the same class, and you activate special
But,
bond effects
like-
that give you a serious boost in battle.
Looks like bonds are
buffs?
super important in this Holy Grail War, huh?
Absolutely.
I guess we are already playing an auto battler, right? And this is just buffs building.
Battle for extra help. Plus, during combat,
Hey.
Trailblazers can have the chance to get 3 command spells. Using these spells grants additional buffs.
Command spells, huh? Well, I'm curious.
Those should be
what
limited,
role
though.
is the Trailblazer playing this time?
It's player.
This Grail feels kind of off.
Actually,
Fucking hell! Could it be corrupted?
You right on the money. Trailblazers can increase the Holy Grail's corruption level to unlock extra buff mechanics. The higher the corruption level, the more points you earn when you win. Heads up, raising corruption level also powers up your enemies. So watch your step, Trailblazers.
Oh, but don't worry too much. After all, this is a reality show competition, and just for entertainment. The organizers of Fate Stay Night have also prepared a special Protected Mode competition. In Protected Mode, Trailblazers can fight using trial characters, and enemy strength is toned down.
Oh, this
So the
way,
casual
new
mode, of
Trailblazers
course,
can
yeah.
jump in and fully
For
enjoy
not
the Holy
those of us
Grail
who are
War
whales.
experience.
Exactly.
I guess, I mean,
the production team
for those of us who are not
everyone
whales.
watching to stay the night. Experience some epic battle action.
And score yourself some stellar jades and other awesome rewards.
Now, just a quick reminder, this Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works collaboration is split into 2 parts. The Trailblazer Continuance, Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail, and the event, Fate Stay Night. The Fate Stay Night event will open for play on July 11th. The 2 programs stand on their own, so Trailblazers can dive into each separately.
Awesome! So much
yes.
content!
All right.
A bit
Big
too
thanks
much
again
content.
to our 2 guests.
To be
That wraps
honest,
up today's Fate Collab Update.
Presenter, your mission is complete.
It's all part of the job. Anything for the Trailblazers. So Trailblazers, my honored masters, let's meet again in version 3.4. See you there.
We hope you'll stay the night.
Bye-bye.
See you next time, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.
bye. Oh, Albert, looking dapper as hell. What was that? Who knows? Did look cool though. Okay, so that is fine now. I do hope they have released the video. Yeah, I see that. Yep. Let's go. I need to rewatch this shit properly. No, not fucking Russian. Okay, let's go. Kamigami yo. I fucking hate you all. Can you give me English? English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? Are you bullshitting me? Where? No, I'm not. Are you fucking what? Where is English? Am I blind? Chinese, German, Indonesian, Korean, Portuguese, Spanish? Huh? No one's saying that we don't have freaking English subs. People, do you all speak Japanese or something? Like, no, but actually though. Caption. There's only 12. What the fuck? Okay, you stupid motherfuckers. Will this even work? Now it's from fucking Russian to English? Okay, let's just fucking, let's watch. Do I have Kamigami-yo. Yeah, I don't fucking care. Demo stuff, yeah, I do need to watch that as well. Let's go back to Twitch. Do I have it here? Mina, nope. Honkai Star Rail. Do they have, they should have the recording, right? Yes, 1 hour ago, let's go. This is why I fucking hate YouTube. Stupid bullshit, dude. Okay. Oh, I skipped too far. Now, is there a chance that we get 1080? No, there's still no 1080 here. From one shit to the other, okay, whatever. Trailer, let's go. Kamigami-yo. Police have achieved her victory. The era of approaches. Is that truly the case? Sights of Ares Elysia have been flashing before my eyes lately. Yeah, so it is all... Fucking... Relax. Have been flashing before my eyes lately. Though you walk alone... Please complete the work of reading about the Era Nova. The new world of life. Also the music too. I'll ignite the dawn. British. Nice. And grant you a dawn where all stars burn to ash. And grant you a dawn where all stars burn to ash. That is the most destruction-coded piece of line work that I have ever heard. The first ever Penaconian Holy Grail War, let the games begin! Sensor! Excalibur! Archer! Skittish! You have nowhere to go. All that is evil. Saber. Wait, that I didn't notice that before. That's beheaded Lygus. You will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. He's behind him. Okay. They are fighting. But look at that shit. That is the Flame River, but that head is without the hood. And that's literally him. Yeah, his mask fell off, and look at him. That is obviously him. The sun and the dark. The dawn and the dusk. What was that exactly? I feel they are combining the Holy Grail animations and animations of Finance Fight, because that is a seal, summoning seal, so that's Fate Grail. And there's the proper Lancer. Hey, I definitely miss that stuff. Yeah, there he is. Hey, he looks great as well. Nice. And we do get a free Lancer then, okay. Summoning dead guys from their graves to duke it out. Lancer! And winner takes all. Must go. Bear this burden. Penacon is land of empty legends and no true heroes. Dude, I wish all of this was on YouTube with English fucking subtitles. Oh, Robin summoning. Hell yeah. Those are two of those. So I think this is Trailblazer. That is obviously Aventurine. Archer. I think that's Saber. Who is that though? This is also someone from the fucking family. That's not Robin. Huh. Who is that? Oh, they're fighting. Nice. That's Lygus, who... For a second when I was watching it previously, I thought this was News. But that's Lygus. I mean, obviously he was like a robot, freaking Intellatron, whatever the hell. But that is like very News-coded, rather than just an Intellatron. So, is this directly related to News? Even though obviously the scepters themselves are kind of directed to News related. Ooh, wait. Did Finan... Who's killing whom here? I think that is Finan killing the Flame River, right? Looks like it. And he is witnessing it, because of course he is. So I feel like this might be the beginning of Era Nova, right? And he has observed its beginning. So I would imagine this is the very start of the patch. We see Finan, maybe not very start. We might go through Sirene's eyes into Finan's past. We explore Elysia, we learn what made him crash out and turn into the Flame River. And then we follow the Flame River. That would be like the memory of either the previous Finan or maybe some kind of later Finan through Sirene's, some shit like that, I think. And then we come back to the Finan that we saw in 3.3 at the end, and the Flame River comes in and says, hey, you gonna die, motherfucker, and they fight. I think that we might get something like that. So, not the beginning of the patch, but like, probably middle. Destruction synthesis formed with the old sun's embers. Hail the new world's dawn. He burns out the entire world, becomes the sun. These are all the freaking core flames, right? I assume he consumes them all. That's a black hole that he's fucking blowing up. The crunchiness overall is insane. For the suns is said to die. I mean, dude, holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah, that's exactly my reaction. Let's go. Okay. That was nice. They have become greedier than they have ever been. I guess they really need money. Has Star Rail fallen that freaking low in profits? Because, like, holy shit, dude. We are getting a skin after several years of no even indication of getting skins. The skin is the most, not Coomer bait, but like the girlfriend experience bait. Like, she's the, like, youngest one out of, I mean, she's almost the youngest one of all characters. Obviously, there are not children like Clara or whatever. But yeah, she's now a schoolgirl in a school outfit. She is getting on the banners as well immediately with the skin, because you gotta make money. We are getting a collab that still has failure chances. It also goes into, I assume, not standard banner, but like the cycle where you potentially could lose to them. So even this encourages people to lose on banners, which means pull more, because they might get the collab characters. Then there's a fucking... they give you a free character, but they don't give you his free light cone, but they say, hey, just pull 200 fucking times and you'll get the light cone for free. Yeah, for free, for 200 fucking pulls. So that is greedy as hell. They boost characters, the past characters, all while giving us one of the most freaking scope creep, power creep kind of character in the entire history of the game. He power crept Raiden Mei, who was, Acheron, Raiden Mei, fucking Acheron, who previously was the most power crept gameplay-wise character, because she would let you skip the story just easily, but now he can fucking do that shit in AoE. And that, I would imagine, applies to freaking not Mok, but whatever it's called, the weekly freaking stuff, simulated universe stuff. He can do that AoE now for just 2 points rather than 3, right? Because usually you'd have 3 mobs in the simulated universe standing together, so you would need to use 3 slashes from Acheron, but now it's only 2 points, so even that is better now. So that fucking shit. Then the characters that are buffed, they are also going on the banner, so they are encouraging you to pull again even more, because they are now like kind of buffed and whatever, but definitely not buffed enough, comparatively speaking. And all of this is still under the context of the light cone for the free 5-star character on the collab event is only available for 3.4. So they want you to pull right now, so that you then pull on Kafka and Blade later. Was that Kafka and Blade, or is it now Blade? Fucking on someone, whatever the hell. That is the fucking greediest piece of shit they've ever been. Holy hell, man. Holy hell. I'm glad I'm completely free to play. Don't really care. I'll try going for Finan and then Saber, but I do not have enough pulls for neither, pretty much. I doubt I can even get to Finan at this point, but whatever. Either way, the content itself is great. I'm looking forward to fucking 30 hours of content and I'll have to go through, because it's gonna be yappy as hell, and I'm gonna be spending way too much time going through all of it. And additional world quests as well. I still need to do Amphorius's world quest from 3.32. Kratos has been waiting for me like for 3 weeks now, 4, whatever. Either way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in like 5 hours on my main stream. Not for too long. I woke up way too early today, so just like a few games there, and that's it. Bye bye.